A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, the three Amiibros went over Star Wars Rogue Squadron II for the GameCube. I'm Jordan.
I'm Daniel. I'm not going to do a voice.
I am your father. I mean, well.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I do love that little dance intro they have from LucasArts.
Yes, that's a fantastic intro. I guess I missed LucasArts, period. But, like, LucasArts used to always do, like, fun things with their logos.
Yeah. This is the game that put Factor 5 on the map. And I think it's probably the only really good thing that they ever actually did.
Yeah, like, I was just, like, you just said that, and I was like, and I'm just trying to think, like, what else did they do?
They did Rogue Squadron. I'm not sure if they did Rogue Squadron 1, but they probably did. They did Rogue Squadron 3, I think. Which you guys have been telling me is terrible. And I know they did Lair. And Lair has a very infamous reputation, but I've always wanted to play it.
Yeah. I like that you're giving us a nice little tour of the options here.
I don't know what I was looking for at the time. I think I might have been looking for subtitles or something. But, like, I don't know. But, yeah, Factor 5, like, they're famous for this game. This is sort of like this is a game that really did put them on the map. And after playing this game for this channel, I actually questioned why everybody loved this game. 'Cause I had really, really nice memories of it, but now I played it, I'm just like, what the fuck was I thinking?
No, I mean, this game was really cool. I mean, I remember playing this game in, like, an EB. Like, that's, I guess, if you're American, it's probably GameStop. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember how that split works. But anyways, I remember playing it, like, when the GameCube came out and being like, oh my god. Like, you have to remember, like, this game looked amazing at the time.
It did. It really
did.
Amazing.
You know, it had all the good sounds. It was, like, all the stuff, which I'm sure we'll see, which was, like, all of the stuff where you could, like, command your troops a little bit and, like, they would check in and do those things. Like, it looked good. And it, like, I actually played this game somewhat recently. I have a copy of this game. I played it maybe 4 months ago, just, like, messed around in it a little bit. And, like, it still is a good controlling game. You know, you go through all of, like, the highlights of the Star Wars movies that you would want to go to. Like, there are a lot of reasons why this game was a big deal at the time it came out.
And I see that, but, like, I guess I'll save this more for, like, later on, because I will admit this game starts out very well, but
Sure.
There's a lot of problems with this game that I think everybody just totally ignored, like, a decade ago. And that I don't know. There's a lot of issues with this game, but I will say that the first level is perfect because it shows you how to play. You have this epic Star Wars opening with, you know, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and then this little credits telling you what's going on. And, you know, first level is you destroy the Death Star. Now, most games would have this. Most games would have this as, like, you know, the very last level, but it's like, here you start off with that.
Yeah, it's quite an opening.
Yeah, Rogue Squadron 3 starts off, I think, with either, like, the Battle of Yavin and I remember the Battle of Hoth is pretty early, too, but everything after that is just downhill. Like, my god, that game drops.
I mean, that's
fast.
kind of the thing, right? Is I think the lukewarm reception to Rogue Squadron 3, I mean, it has a lot of reasons, mostly the getting out of your ship stuff, but it's that, like, after this game, the idea of going through and playing those things that you always know, like playing the Death Star run, playing Hoth, whatever, like, I think this is the game where after this, that sort of thing started to wear off, because this game, like, really nailed it. But I believe, at least I remember it nailing it. I guess we'll see what actually happens.
Oh, it nails that. It's everything else that's the problem.
Jordan, I noticed you did not do the tutorial segment before jumping into this.
No, the tutorial segment is way too long, annoying, and badly designed.
What is the tutorial segment?
You literally go on this Razor ship and you just wander around Tatooine doing a whole bunch of really random tasks that are just mostly annoying.
Yeah, man, you're shooting Womp Rats in your A16.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like the Womp Rat thing from.
That's actually what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly, I believe that is what you're doing.
I think 3 does something similar. Yeah.
But yeah, like I didn't go through it because I'm just like, it's not worth doing it now.
Sure.
But here we go with the hype of just destroying the Death Star. So
this game's still.
This is how you open a game.
Yeah, this is how you open a
game.
game.
Still looks really good.
Yeah, so this is really good. You're on the Death Star. You're kind of getting shot at, but not really. At least not yet. And you have to destroy all these different towers. And I mean, this is like a great introduction to the game because it's like it teaches you how to play the game without blatantly telling you like everything. And it's just
Sorry. I didn't.
It's a really good way to like get used to the controls, and it eases you in like really, really well. The only thing that it didn't do very well was it tells you, but doesn't exactly properly explain.
Oh god, do a barrel roll. I mean,
it doesn't really properly explain how you destroy the Death Star very well, but at least it does hint at it. But other than that, like, after this, you get like a bit more challenge, and then you have to go on the Death Star one, and it gets really, really nice.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way this game. There are a couple things I really like about this intro. The first thing is like, it is very I know that all of these like lasers firing and stuff are all just like things happening in the background, and like I mean some of them can hit you, but most of them can't. But it's got that same feeling, like it feels right. It's like this huge hectic thing. There's lasers going everywhere.
It feels hectic.
I also really like the way it starts you off with 2 other teammates in your squad. Like rolling around with 3 X-wings all lined up it's just great. It's just great.
Badass.
Yeah, it feels.
And I love this, and I think we said this in back in our Star Fox playthrough. Like, I wish that you could do this, where like you could tell your teammates, "Oh, go after the ties, go after the guns." Like that would be great.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, how does that work?
It's not
like,
super
is it
deep or anything?
It's
not super. Oh god.
Oh,
okay.
sorry, Nick. You go ahead.
You go.
Okay, I was gonna ask, is it like strategic? Like, do you have to do like one thing or another? Do you have to command your teammates one way or another to like get the optimal results in this, or is that sort of arbitrary?
Yeah, and I mean, like, you could sort of debate how useful your teammates actually
is.
I know.
Fire trail. God,
yeah, you can debate like how good your teammates actually are at doing whatever you tell them to, but they do actually do stuff because I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because you are so concentrated on doing your own thing that you don't really pay attention to your guys. But I've seen them actually shoot down TIE fighters. I'm just like, wow, like if only the Star Fox team was half this useful.
Yeah, what I like about it is that in terms of its effect on gameplay, it's like fairly slight. It's not super strategic or super deep or anything like that. But the important thing for me is that it feels good. Like it feels like, this is the subtitle of this game. I don't think you announced it when we started it, but like the subtitle of this game is Rogue Leader.
Yeah.
Because that was like the big thing in the game. The big thing was, you have a squad and you can actually command them.
Squad goals.
And like that works just well enough. It gives you just enough power.
No.
To like make you feel like you're being a leader without actually being too invasive from your own actions in the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard me before, but I think the call might have dropped. But I do love how you can just sort of change your axis and just start doing like a little bit of a roll.
Yeah, that's cool stuff.
Can you switch from third person to first person anytime?
Yeah. And you can use a targeting computer too. So that's like you might have saw earlier when like I had the screen where all the enemies were like yellow. So then I can like if I'm having trouble seeing where the enemy is, and that is sometimes a problem in this game, that I can just turn on the targeting computer. I'm like, oh, everything's yellow now. Now I know where everyone is.
Yeah, the other thing is that the targeting computer will show you like what your primary objectives are.
Yeah. So you'll notice that here, like you just sort of try and GTFO, and if you actually go up there, you will get shot down by the lasers.
Yeah.
But
they want to keep you on the path, right?
Yeah, but it's a really nice obstacle course.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and all your teammates are dying behind you, and now the TIE fighters are trying to kill you.
Oh, yeah. It's just like there are so many stages to this. It's so like well crafted, and obviously it's like looking at it now, it's like it's a little rudimentary. It's like destroy the guns, destroy the TIEs, go through the run. But it's like, it's exciting.
It's really simple, but it feels so good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really
Yeah, here you just break and you just kill the TIE fighters.
Yeah, very easy.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like, like this level is just like a master of like doing simple things and then making you feel amazing about it.
Yeah.
The force is strong with this one.
And here comes Vader.
But you're not Luke in this game, right? Like you're not.
You are Luke.
Well,
Like,
actually,
you
yeah,
switch
right now you
right?
are. Right now you are.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think
but
you
here's
switch
the thing
between
about
Luke and Wedge in this game.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, for most of the up until I think the second or third level, you are Luke, and then after that you play as Wedge because Luke gets shot down, and then he has to go through his like Hoth little adventure. But the thing is about this game though is that if you look at the back of the box art, it says voiced by the original voice actor, or the original actor for Wedge Antilles, and I remember thinking back when I was a kid, like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, and also, I mean, I don't know how much of the actual audio we'll hear, but the Luke in this is an impersonator. He's not Mark Hamill, but it sounds like it's not bad.
Okay, Jordan, do you actually have to aim or did you use the Force?
Well done.
Yeah.
I also think that's a really. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but actually, like, when that explosion started, it was the game, but then once the explosion happened, that was, like, the explosion from the movie.
Yeah. And I really love how this game just, like, it puts you right into, like, one of the most iconic moments in cinema history. You just blow up the Death Star. First thing you do when you play this game.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really a great way to kick off the game, but does it stay that way?
No, it does not, and we'll see it in a future episode.